Kidd Kraddick in the morning.
The Showbiz Top 5.
Hey, it's Kellie Rasberry with your Showbiz Top 5 for Tuesday, December 1st. Not only World AIDS Day, but my daddy's birthday. He's so proud to have the two coincidentally falling on the same day. All right, Stephanie Pratt's dropped a lot of weight really fast. Now, one nutritionist took a look at some pictures of her from recently and said it looks like she went from about 140 to 112 over the past 4 months. So Stephanie Pratt being 5'7", 112, not a healthy weight for her. The nutritionist says about 135 plus or minus 10% would be a healthy weight, which is where she would have been at 140. So how and why did she lose all this weight? Stephanie says basically she's been miserable. She says she hates life. She says she's been backstabbed by half of her friends. People stop looking at her as a friend and more of as a commodity, and it's just wreaking havoc with her stress levels, and the girl just can't eat. Nick Jonas planning to take his new band, Nick Jonas and the Association, on tour this January for about a month, kicking things off in Dallas, January 2nd, ending in Berkeley, California on January 30th. Now, also, you can catch a sneak peek of what the band sounds like, what they look like tomorrow night on CBS. They're doing some Grammy nominations concert special, and the album actually hits store shelves on February 2nd. Adam Lambert says the way he acts on stage is due partly to the fact that he was an ugly duckling, has an ugly duckling complex. Says he weighed about 250 in high school and in his early 20s, and that did a lot to his self-esteem, his body issues, and created some stuff with his confidence. And the only way he felt validated is by performing on stage, and that has a lot to do with his, here I am sort of attitude when he performed on the American Music Awards. Now, in the meantime, he is backpedaling a little bit from that I'm no babysitter stance he took right after he received so much criticism about it. He told Ellen DeGeneres in an interview that airs today that maybe that wasn't the best first impression for him to make. He says maybe he went a little too far. He respects people and doesn't like them to feel like they were disrespected. So in that sense, it was not his intention. So it's a little softer position to take than just, snubbing your nose at everybody. Pretty rare to see Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie without their kids, especially lately, and especially seeing them out for a romantic dinner. When you do see them, it's usually for, some charity or art exhibit or something like that. But the two of them did find time for a very romantic dinner at a very romantic, very public place in Beverly Hills last night, La Dolce Restaurant, and they were looking quite happy and oh so in love for the paparazzi, which was the point, because last night was the eve of the release of that scandalous new book hitting bookstore shelves today, Brangelina, the Untold Story of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. The author says he's talked to over 900 sources getting ready to write this book, and he is convinced their relationship is doomed. He gives it about another year. And finally, the alleged other woman in Tiger Woods' scandal is speaking out for the first time to the New York Post, and I'll tell you, she's very convincing. She says she told the National Enquirer and Star Magazine, I will take a lie detector test. I did not sleep with Tiger Woods. She says that she even told National Enquirer, I have proof to show this affair never happened. What happened was, she said, is these two girls got together, concocted this story so they could get paid. She claims they were paid $25,000 each to spill the beans on this affair that never happened. Rachel Uchitel says, in fact, she works at a nightclub, a real high-profile nightclub in New York City, and she's a VIP hostess. She takes care of the VIPs who come into the club. So naturally, she befriends these celebrities, which is where all these rumors of affairs come from. She says she was invited by, apparently, some high-profile person to go to Europe, and this girl, one of the girls that's been spreading these rumors, was invited to come along. Rachel said the girl made such a fool of herself, the whole trip ended after only a day. Rachel says she ran into her again last week in Las Vegas right before the story broke, and the girl was falling down the stairs drunk at a restaurant, making just a public idiot of herself. So that's where these rumors are coming from. And Rachel says, she's going to sue the National Enquirer for defamation of character. She feels especially bad for Elin, Tiger's wife, especially since none of this is true and she's suffering all this heartache for nothing. And that's your Showbiz Top 5.